Morning.
Morning,
yes.
morning.
Yes.
62 Beats 47, episode 21.
Yeah, we're
Correct?
here again.
Okay, a little bit of a recap maybe for our new viewers or new viewer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So the objective of this year that I was trying to do was,
Yep.
with the help of Coach Malc,
Yep.
is to beat my personal best
Yep.
that I set in 2003 at the age of 47.
Yes.
So back then I ran a 5K in 21:05, a 10K in 42:00 seconds,
Yep.
a half marathon in 1 hour 30 minutes 1 second.
Yep.
That 1 second could be very important, we'll see. And the marathon of 3 hours 22 minutes 44 seconds.
Yep.
So that was back in 2003, the age of 47.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 years later,
Yep.
with your help, we're trying
Yeah.
to beat those, right? Now,
Yes.
I'd say to date, I'll throw this out,
Mm-hmm.
in the official races of the 5K,
Yep.
I did a 25 minute, then a 24 minute, right?
In the official race, yeah. This is
Those
your 5K
in the
progression.
official
Yeah,
5K.
absolutely, yeah.
However, in the 10K, the
Yes.
recent Sporting Life 10K,
Uh-huh.
my split time for a 5K was, what was that? 20,
22,
30.
around about 22:30.
20:30.
Yeah.
So again, that's a split time in the 10K.
Yep.
For a complete time for
And
a
that
finish.
counts, by the way.
That,
record wise.
absolutely, that counts.
Just for anyone out there,
in our rules.
If you run, no, internationally.
Oh, really?
If you run a distance within a race
Oh,
under a record time,
it counts.
yeah, it counts. Yeah, it's.
Oh, so this isn't
'cause-
something I made up.
No, it's an official thing. Like if.
Oh, I thought I was just kind of, making that up. But
I mean, normally it never happens because normally you never run a longer distance with a faster split in the middle than your straight
no,
up.
except in this though, because
However,
I'm getting faster because I did my 42 in my 10K race. I did in 45 minutes 03. So, well, good. It's official then. It's official that, like, if I run a marathon,
Yes,
correct,
yeah.
and run a 5K in my best time,
Yeah, that's a PR. That's a legit. yeah, it is.
well, that would be
Yeah.
that would be kind of weird. But
Yeah.
so in fact, well, Mark, maybe I can make a point here then.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't need to run all these pre-races. I could actually just run a marathon. I'm just saying,
Right.
and set all 4 personal bests in one race. I'm just
Theoretically,
saying.
that is possible.
Okay, now you got me
It's
thinking.
very unlikely, but theoretically,
Oh,
possible.
that's interesting.
Most likely is you set the 5K PR and then you blow up.
Yeah, no, no, trust me, I understand that. But so, well, that's good to know then. So it's official if I run it, because my next race is in 3.5 weeks. Is the MEC 10K in Calgary.
Yeah.
So really, then it's like 2 races in one.
In a sense, it can.
In a sense, yeah.
That's right,
So
yeah.
okay, so that's where we're headed now. A couple of things from last week's training.
Yes.
You had me doing a progressive, which is kind of start off slow and then get faster and faster, and that was good. So I managed to, I think I did okay there. And then on the weekend, I did my 2 hour. You had me doing a 2 hour long run,
Yes.
which I did 23 kilometers.
Right.
So at about a 5:10 pace.
Right. Okay.
And in fact, I held a 5-minute pace for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Right.
And then
yeah.
then the wheels kind of came off a bit. But that was I haven't done that.
No, and that's really good.
I haven't done that. Now, is that it?
Yeah.
Do we have kind of markers along the way where you kind of look at certain things?
Yeah, absolutely. Always, every week, looking at where you are. We have to understand that there will always be weeks where you just don't feel.
Well, that's what I'm
great.
thinking. This isn't like a linear kind of thing.
No,
Is
that'd
it?
be
No.
like then we have like kind of expectations that are too high. But
Yeah.
the realistic scenario is you're going to have some ups and downs, but overall there should be this trend of improving ability. And the 2 hour long run is like a benchmark workout.
I like that. I like that 2 hour long run. That's a good one.
Yeah, if we didn't have a benchmark workout, what would happen is we'd have so much variability in the training that we wouldn't be able to compare one performance to another. So one of the cool things as a coach is that there are some workouts that they're quite consistent, and it just allows for comparison that we can see that you're improving as you run. So yeah.
Well, and also for me, because I keep track, I keep a running diary, and I think for any runner, it really is huge to keep a running diary, and I keep track of distance, time, temperature, heart rate, and type of run. Just a simple, journal. And so on Sunday, when I ran the 24K in 2 hours, 2 minutes, that's the furthest I've run.
Yeah.
But I checked back.
Right.
Because back in early December, before my injury, I was running with my running buddy Wayne, and I did 23 kilometers in 2 hours. And then, of course, I had the marathon at the year end, then got injured.
Yeah.
And so really it's been, with the ankle.
Don't skate.
No, don't do a pond skating tournament with the Rotary Club. Very dangerous, very dangerous. Yeah.
Less than lifetime.
Yeah, I got injured. But really it's kind of been 6 months, hasn't it? When you look at sort of the macro recovery thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of from where I was, got injured, coming back. It's a bit of a longer haul. It's quite it's quite a haul.
It is. It's part of. With any of these kind of ambitious plans, these ambitious goal projects, or whatever, there's always plan A. And then there's what really happens, and that's what we've seen this year. But it's all dictated by how long the ankle took to recover. Yeah. And the ankle, it's hard not to be weight bearing on it. It's difficult to recover it very quickly. So I think that pushed out 3.5 months. I think there was a time that it took.
Because I was on the elliptical.
Yeah.
I was on the elliptical trying to get through, and it was 3.5 months before I could even get running again.
So 3.5 months. Yeah.
So one question. I mean, this may sound kind of weird, but if I hadn't have got injured, would I have been way ahead of where I am now?
You would have been ahead for sure.
Yeah, you would have been ahead for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Because the body takes certain amounts of time to go through its adaptations. And you would have gone through probably two key adaptations at least in that time. Yes, if not more. So it's no doubt that you'd be ahead right now.
Okay.
Then we can think about other stuff. The kind of psychological differences. Of course, sometimes it's better to have more pressure and more challenge on you, and then you rise to that challenge. It could be that psychologically, if you had it easier this year, then you wouldn't be quite.
That's interesting, isn't it? There's all these mind games, and what I guess the other question I kind of have is with the marathon in particular being in December.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I hadn't have been injured versus having been injured and recovered, is the gap be a lot closer? I would think, eh?
Yeah, logically.
Because I've still got I'm in good shape now, and I've still got 5 months of training.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, the reality is there's nothing ever goes by plan A.
Well, this is it, isn't it? No, but there is no such thing as the perfect. I mean, even I guess some of these elite runners, they struggle and injury and.
100%. And then what you're seeing on TV is the end result. And you might think it kind of went real smooth up until that end result, but probably.
No, I
think
it
didn't.
No, I think that's an interesting. Interesting thought.
I think it's not to be taken for granted when you can get to the start line really healthy, having done consistent training. Yeah. That is kind of a win in itself.
That's huge.
And we do take it for granted, but that is something in itself. And then if you go and run a PR time on top of that, or a PB time, well, that's brilliant. That's fantastic.
That's really. No, it's good. I mean, I'm feeling good, and of course, as you're the coach, you always throw things at me, right?
Yeah.
So now you've thrown in another run.
Yeah.
Right, on a Wednesday, shorter run on a Wednesday. So now basically I'm up to 5 runs a week.
Yes.
Okay, and just what they are, it's in the middle of the week. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a block of 3. A day off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. No, that's it. You're not going to add any more runs in, right?
I don't think for the time being we won't need more than 5 workout days per week.
I don't think we'll need more than 5, no matter what.
It's all built on the assumption that the body will respond and we'll get what we want. We'll get the response out of it that we want.
Yeah.
And but I think that 5 workouts a week will do it.
Okay.
That's what I've seen so far, and that's another thing. I was discussing something about this with somebody yesterday who's a coach, and it's not something you can just kind of speculate or predict off the couch. It's something that I know because we've now worked together long enough. I now understand how your body responds, so I can make a really educated assessment that 5 is going to be enough.
It's going to work.
And this is the right time to go to 5. what you have to be careful with if you're coaching yourself or you're trying to coach others is not to sort of just speculate off nothing. For me, it's always the first few months are so key to figure out how you work.
Yeah, I mean, I would never, personally, never having a coach before until now.
Yeah.
I would never have thought of going to 5. I mean, it wouldn't have been something I really would have. All I would have done is increase the mileage.
Yeah.
On the long run. I mean, basically, that's kind of how I did my marathons. Is sort of 3 runs a week, and then increase the mileage on the long run.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. One thing that's sort of come to light in the last couple of days, which I think is a really important point again, just to hit again, is you had the injury 3.5 months, and then now you're back, and I'd say right now you're really in consistent training.
It seems to be. The last couple of weeks. You're kind of getting that groove. Where 1 week builds on another, and so consistency is super important, because that also then keeps you away from injury. The minute you get inconsistency in the training, then you then again expose yourself to possible injuries. So once you kind of get in this groove like you're in right now, it's just a matter of kind of staying in there. You're not doing anything that's going to drop you in or out, but just kind of keeping this groove, keep this consistency going, build. And then I'd say going forward, because we can't afford any injuries really now. From now until December. No. So no more ice skating.
No more skating, thanks. But
good.
But key is also, like we were speaking about this morning, is the trust between us.
Gosh.
And the connection between us, because there are going to be times when I'm sort of saying, you got to do this workout, and you're going to be like, really? Is that really the right thing to be doing? And then there has to be this sort of trust between us in the relationship, that we both, in our roles, we stick to the process all the way through to December.
Well, I think that's a good point. I mean, the point is, we both have a role in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the runner and coach, and you're the runner and coach. I'm the runner, all right. And that's what I've committed to. Yeah. And you're the coach, and I believe in your process.
Right.
So that's my point. I believe in what you're doing. You have the one-on-ones. You've been tracking what I'm doing, so you know what I'm doing, and we talk about it, and you make adjustments. So that's it for me. In fact, it takes a responsibility off me.
Right. Yeah.
It really says, okay, that's what we're going to do. Some workouts, like yesterday, I was dragging my butt, but I put the time in. I put the hour in. I mean, I got it done. I think it's the case. I can't hit every training session exactly as you say. Yeah. But I'll put the time in. I'll do my best, because I kind of know it's going to come. Yeah. But boy, I think that's one of the keys with a coach that I'm learning to work with a coach. Yeah. I've never done that before. Yeah. And whether it's a running coach or a business coach or whatever, a life coach, I think you've got to build that trust. Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't have that trust, don't bother. Yeah, absolutely. That's don't bother. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. No, I mean, it just adds extra stress. From my perspective, the other way, it's reciprocal the other way. So I trust you to go out and do the workouts, and this is it.
I'm not sort of on your back, sort of saying, you're doing this, doing that, because I know, I trust that you're going to go do the workouts. I come look at the day later on, yep, Martin did exactly. And that's that kind of, it's a two-way.
It's a two-way, and I've had the same thing in my business, which is professional speaking. Yeah. I had a speaking coach, Jane Atkinson, and I trusted Jane. And the thing part of getting a coach is you've got to do your due diligence. You've got to check the coach out, talk to people. Yeah. Then go with the coach, and you can still, it may not be the right fit. Yeah. But boy, what a difference! I to be honest. In the past, I've always thought, do it yourself. I don't need anybody. No. I can drive this through. But boy, I'm learning more and more to get the right coach in whatever aspect of life you're doing. Right. Yeah. Makes a huge difference. Yeah. It's a smart move. Yeah.
And I think just to time it right back, it has a massive impact, as I've seen over the last 12 years. Huge impact on things like injuries, because a lot of times. Injuries are actually a psychological thing. They're a psychological root cause, not a physical. And it comes down a lot to decision making. And having the two of us means that we just have better decision making than having the runner on their own, in the heat of the moment, making the decisions. Yeah. And that leads you to better decisions in the long run. Yeah. And basically then it means you've got a much lower chance of getting injured, pretty much. Yeah.
No, Malc, I think I'm very happy.
We're happy.
Well, I'm happy today.
Yeah, I know.
Who knows?
Next
After
week.
running 5 a week, we'll see. But anyway, no, good stuff. Thank you.
Awesome.